Welcome to doTERRA Business 101. We're going to look at the nuts and bolts of what it means to build a business in doTERRA. We'll talk about what we do and who we are as a company, how we make our money, and why our compensation plan is so powerful. So who are we? Well, we are the fastest growing and one of the largest essential oil companies in the world. We pride ourselves on getting high quality oils in every home in the world that meet our CPTG or Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade standard. We have a retention rate that's the highest in the industry at over 65%. The average is somewhere between 8 and 10%. We are a debt-free company with no outside interest or funding, and we're led by an amazing executive team of business, marketing, and healthcare professionals who have 150 years of combined industry experience. We are also part of the trillion-dollar wellness industry, which is one of the top 5 growing industries. But the great thing about this is the market is not saturated. So what do? Well, first and foremost, we are a product of the product. So we use the essential oils, the wellness supplements, the natural, non-toxic products that we have like hair care, skin care, etc. And we live that wellness lifestyle. Then we share it with others, and that might look like sampling them, having one-on-one meetings where we meet them where they are and find out what they need. We teach classes where we explain to groups of people how to use the oils. And we'll do company-wide events or large group events regionally. Then we will enroll others with their own wholesale accounts so that they can live this wellness lifestyle, and we'll teach them how to do that. And then as we build our team, we begin to develop leaders. We help them strategize, we mentor them, and we nurture them in this whole life that we call the doTERRA lifestyle. And then we just do it over again. This is a cycle and it duplicates, and that's the beauty of it. So a little bit of terminology before we move on so that you know what I'm talking about. First is WA or Wellness Advocate. So Wellness Advocate is what doTERRA calls their distributors or product consultants, whatever it is that you want to call it. We call it Wellness Advocate because that's what we do. PV stands for product volume, or sometimes people will say point value. It's just a way that we track the overall volume of sales and orders that we have within the company. Now, TV is team volume. That's you plus all of the people on your first line. So that's your team, you and your front line, and the total volume that you have ordered. Then OV is you and everybody underneath you. So that's you, your team's team, and your team's teams. Now, the next term is enroller. This means that if this is you and you sign somebody up within doTERRA, then you are their enroller. You have enrolled these people, you signed them up, you did the work. The other term that we use is sponsor. So when you think sponsor, I want you to think structure. So sponsor has to do with who is right above somebody or right below somebody. That's their sponsor. Now you can enroll somebody and sign them up on a different level of your team, like your second level, and you will still be their enroller, but this person would be their sponsor. The last one is LRP, or Loyalty Rewards Program. You're going to hear me say that a lot from now on. So what is the Loyalty Rewards Program? Well, you get rewarded for ordering regularly. It's basically a frequent flyer program or a subscription order. You earn rewards points that you can turn around and spend just like dollars, and it's completely customizable, and you can cancel it at any time. So basically how it works is when you start on the Loyalty Rewards Program, or LRP, you will start by earning 10% of your order back in points to be spent like dollars, and every 3 months you'll move up 5% until you get to 30%. The great thing is, depending on the way that you come into the company and what kit you choose to enroll with, you could actually start at 15, 20, or 25% and fast track your way to 30. And you never go backwards. As long as you place a qualifying order, you will earn your points. So what do I mean by qualifying order? So at different levels of product value, or PV, you earn different benefits. So the first level is just any order. So 1 PV, the smallest thing we have is actually 5. So with an order of any PV, you will maintain those LRP points. At 50 is when you will earn reward points and increase in percentage. At 100 is where you can earn your fast start bonuses and commissions that we'll talk about in a minute. At 125 PV, if your order is placed before the 15th of the month, you'll earn the free product of the month. And every month is different. On the first of the month, we find out what it is, and we get that product for free. And then at 150 PV, we say that you will simplify your Power of 3 bonus, which is something I'll show you in just a minute. The company also does 200 PV promos sometimes, so we love those because we get to earn more things for free. So what are the hallmarks of a good compensation plan? Well, first and foremost, it should motivate ethical and positive behavior. You shouldn't be incentivizing people to be sneaky or shady. It should allow you to reach your dreams and goals no matter the size. It should incentivize teamwork, but also reward those who actually do the work. It should build consistent, reliable income over time, but also take care of those short-term needs. So let's look specifically at how we make our money in doTERRA. It's something that we like to call residual income. It's best explained by the buckets and pipeline story. Story goes, there was a man who carried buckets of water for a living. He had great job security because everybody needed water. And if he needed more money, he would just carry more buckets of water. But one day he realized that if he ever stopped carrying those buckets, he would stop making money. And so he chose to spend his extra time and his extra money building a pipeline. He would lay pipe, he would dig in the dirt, and after a while his pipeline was finished and he was able to simply turn on the tap. He never had to carry a bucket of water again, but he had a continuing drip, a continuing pipeline of income. That's what we mean by residual income. It's not the same as passive income. Passive income comes to you no matter what you do. That's like interest on a savings account. But residual income is income that comes in over and over again after the initial work is done. So you lay your pipe, you set up your pipeline, and then the income comes to you, and it does tend to grow exponentially, which we'll see. So the specific ways we get paid, the first is retail. That's just selling product at retail prices. It's a great way to make money, but it's kind of like carrying buckets. So we have multiple other ways that you can make money that's more like residual income, and that would be fast start bonuses, Power of 3, unilevel commissions, and bonus pools. So let's look specifically at those. Your retail bonus is based on the fact that you buy products at wholesale prices, which is 25% off. So when someone purchases at a retail price, you earn a 25% commission. So if Susie buys $200 in retail products, then you earn a $50 commission. And the retail commissions are paid monthly, and all of our bonuses that are paid monthly are paid in the 15th of the month following when you earned it. So all commissions and bonuses earned in May get paid on June 15th. The next way that we earn our money is our fast start check, and that's actually one of the first checks that you're going to get with doTERRA, and this is where we take care of those short-term needs. This is what we call an enroller bonus, so structure doesn't matter. It's paid 3 levels deep, again, based on enroller. And the enroller, so that would be you, must have 100 PV LRP in your cart when commissions run, which usually is the middle of the month. And you must order 100 PV total for the month. And then this bonus, this fast start bonus, is paid for the first 60 days after someone enrolls. So essentially everything they order in their first 60 days, you get paid for based on this bonus. And it's paid weekly. So again, that's taking care of those short-term needs, and they're paid on Wednesdays. So if this is you and you enroll Sarah, everything Sarah orders within her first 60 days will earn you 20% in cash. Then let's say Sarah enrolls Steve. Everything Steve orders in his first 60 days earns you 10% in cash. And if Steve enrolls Anna, everything Anna orders in her first 60 days earns you 5% in cash. So if we look at it backwards, everything Anna orders in her first 60 days earns Steve 20%, Sarah 10%, and you 5%. Now the next bonus is a Power of 3, and it's a sponsor or structure bonus. This is paid monthly, so again on the 15th of the month. It's based on a 3x3x3 structure. It requires that each person has a 100 PV LRP, and that each team has 600 team volume. And remember, a team is you plus all the people on your first line. So what does this look like? So this is you, and let's say you enrolled 3 people on your front line, and all 3 of them have a 100 PV order, and so do you. and you have a 600 PV team volume. That's how you earn your first bonus. Well, if you're doing math, you'll notice that you at 100 plus 3 at 100 is only 400. So we always recommend that anyone building a business in doTERRA has their LRP set at 150, because it ensures that you will solidify this structure and make sure that you add up to 600. But again, it's you plus everyone on your front line. So you may have more than just this 3. So once you have that structure set up, you will earn your first $50 bonus. Then all you do is teach your new business partners, the 3 of them, how to earn their $50 bonus. So they each have 3, and between them and their 3, they are have a 600 team volume, and they're each placing a 100 PV order at least. So once each of those 3 business partners have created their $50 bonus, you will earn a $250 bonus. And again, this is a business that duplicates. So now we teach those 9 people to earn their $50 bonus. By doing so, they have their teams. Your 3 business partners earn their $250, and you will earn your $1,500. This is, again, a monthly bonus that can actually be earned up to 5 times a month, depending on how many people you have on your front line. You can repeat this structure with 3 new people and 3 new people and 3 new people. So it's really an awesome bonus. And it's a great way to start structuring your team. So we always say you need 3, but have 4. That's just because life happens. So if somebody can't order, you know that you're able to kind of solidify this structure because you've built out a power of 4 instead of a power of 3. So unilevel commissions are our first way that we really start to see that true residual income. After the first 60 days, all commissions are paid on this structure instead of the fast start structure. This goes 7 levels deep, and it's always paid on a true 7 levels due to dynamic compression, which I'll show you what that means in a second. You will earn more levels as you increase in rank, and this is also paid monthly. Like I said, this is where our true residual income comes in. So if we look a little bit closer, you'll see as the ranks go from left to right, consultant up through executive, premier, platinum, and presidential diamond, you'll see that you start to earn more and more levels at every rank. So once you hit silver, you have now earned the right to be paid on all 7 levels. So we always say at minimum, you should aim for silver so that you're maximizing your income. You'll also notice in the middle bar the details of how much overall volume you need to have in order to reach that rank, or how many qualified legs and at what rank those legs have to be. So this gives you a little detail on how you reach these individual ranks. And again, once you hit silver, you're paid on all 7 levels. Now, what is dynamic compression? All that means is if somebody has a bad month and somebody isn't able to order because, like I said, life happens, then your levels will roll up to make sure you still get paid on a true 7 levels. So let's say the person on level 5 is not able to order. Well, level 6's order will get paid as if it was level 5. Level 7 gets paid as if it was level 6, and then level 8, which you wouldn't normally get paid on, gets paid as if it was level 7. So that dynamic compression ensures that we're always being paid for the efforts that we're making. So let's talk quickly about the bonus pools. Bonus pool commissions are earned for leadership roles and activities. And the first rank we saw that requires an actual team is premier. So that's the first rank at which you're going to earn bonus pool commissions. They're paid based on shares of monthly global company volume, and there are ways to earn extra shares for each of the pools. So the first set is our infinity pools, and they're based on performance and leadership. So the first is the empowerment pool, and that's for premiers and silvers, and essentially the goal of the empowerment bonus is to encourage people who are actively building their business to keep going. So if you reach the rank of premier or silver and have an enrollment of at least 100 PV in that month, then you earn 1 share of 1% of the company's global volume. The leadership performance pool is for silvers, golds, and platinums. They earn 1, 5, and 10%, or sorry, 1, 5, and 10 shares, respectively, of 2% of the company's global volume. And they can each earn additional shares with each new personally enrolled elite. Then in the diamond performance pool, diamonds earn 1, blue diamonds earn 2, and presidential diamonds earn 3 shares of 1% of the company's global volume. and they can earn an additional share with each new personally enrolled premier. Now, I know you're thinking, why do presidential diamonds only get 3 shares of 1% when platinums get 10 shares of 2%? Well, part of that has to do with the fact that there's only 40 presidential diamonds in the entire company globally, whereas there's over 800 platinums. So it does make a difference in terms of how many people you're sharing with. But the other thing is that the diamonds have their own bonus pool. So each rank, diamond, blue diamond, and presidential diamond, shares 1% of the company's global volume. They get 3 shares of each and can earn a new one for each new personally enrolled premier or silver. So once you hit these higher ranks, especially once you hit silver, you're really going to start to see those bonuses roll in. And even when you hit diamond, it becomes that exponential income I was talking about. So let's look really quickly at ranks and what that looks like. So here you'll see the rank and the symbol for each rank. Then you'll see what it requires in order to reach that rank. So notice under silver, it requires that you have 3 elites. So the goal for silver is just to lead 3 people to elite. And the average income is $22.16 a month. And you'll see for gold, $49.16, and up to diamonds, $17,000 a month. And you'll notice, I'm sure, presidential diamonds can make up to $112,000 a month. Now, if you look across the bottom, you'll see the average months it takes to achieve those ranks, and that's just based on the most recent company data. So for something like gold, about $5,000 a month, that's what most people would need to be able to comfortably retire and comfortably live, maybe comfortably quit their full-time job. You're looking at just over 2 years, somewhere between 2 and 3. Along the right, you'll see what the different colors mean. The purple is fast start, the teal is power of 3, the green is unilevel, and the orange is leadership bonuses, those bonus pools. So you'll notice at the beginning when you first start, you're really looking at fast starts and power of 3. That's where you're getting most of your money. As you hit premier, you start to see a lot more unilevel and a lot more of those bonus pools jump in, and that's where you start to see that exponential income come. So we always say that this is like an elite factory. So you're going to launch yourself to elite, and we're going to help you. You'll be changing lives, growing yourself, creating residual income, and then all you're going to do is teach three new builders to launch themselves to elite. And when they have done that, then you become silver. Then you're going to teach your builders to launch their builders to elite, and you become platinum. And the beautiful thing about this is all you have to do to reach diamond at that point is just add another silver leg. So it's a really, really simple process to launch yourself to elite, launch 3 builders to elite, and then teach them to do the same thing with their builders. Like I said, it's just a duplicatable process. So let's look quickly at the power of doTERRA's compensation plan. So if we think about that power of 3 structure, where we have 3 by 3 by 3 by 3 at 150 PV each, what kind of income are you looking at per month? Well, your first level is 3 people, 450 overall volume, you're looking at about $9. Your second level, you're looking at almost 50, 250 when you hit your third level. And as you go down, you can see how this begins to grow exponentially. By the time you hit your 7th level, you are potentially making $32,000 a month. How amazing is that? Not only that, but if we graph this, you can actually see that this is legitimately exponential growth. Now, let's compare that to other compensation plans. I didn't point this out before, but I want to show you now that our unilevel commissions are paid 2% on the front line and 7% on the lower lines. Most companies have that opposite because they want to pay you more where you have the least people, and they want to pay you less where you have more people. So let's look at this in detail. So they have their same 7 levels. They pay 7% on the first line and 2% on the last line instead of the other way around. So they're paying you the most on the least and the least on the most. So the most you can get on this plan with the same 3 by 3 by 3 structure is $12,000 a month. Now let's be honest, $12,000 a month is a life-changing amount of money, but wouldn't $32,000 be more life-changing? Now I want to point out here, you'll notice that the most that you ever give up when you're comparing these 2 compensation plans is about $100. But let me ask you a question. Are you willing to give up $100 now for a potential extra $20,000 later? My guess is the answer is yes. But here's the thing. This is purely looking at the unilevel bonuses. Don't forget that we have power of 3 bonuses as well. So on that first level, when we have those 3 people ordering 150 PV a month, we actually get a $50 bonus. We get $250 with the second level and $1,500 at the third level. So you're not looking at $9, you're looking at $59. And on the third level, you're not looking at $252, you're looking at $1,752. And so ultimately, you're not making the least on the least and the most on the most. You're not even making the most on the least and least on the most. You're just making the most. And here's the thing, that doesn't even consider fast start bonuses, retail commissions, or any of those bonus pools. So doTERRA's compensation plan is incredibly powerful, and it creates the ability to obtain that financial freedom that everybody is looking for. So all you really have to do at this point is choose your pace. Everyone gets to run their doTERRA business how they want to run it. It entirely depends on what you're willing to commit to and what your goals are. So do you just want to earn extra spending money? Do you want to supplement your income, or do you want to replace and multiply your income? So if you just want to earn extra spending money, you're looking at a couple $100, $600 a month. You're looking at putting in anywhere between 3 and 5 hours a week, aiming for Premier in about 6 to 9 months, and just personally enrolling a few people a month. If you want to supplement your income, so you're looking at Premier to Gold, maybe up to $5,000 a month, you're looking at investing 10 to 15 hours a week. This would be a part-time commitment, enrolling 4 to 6 customers a month, and identifying a new builder every month. And your goal would be to hit gold in about 2 years. If you want to replace and even multiply your income, then you're looking at heading for diamond, presidential diamond. This is a relatively full-time commitment, somewhere between 15 to 30 hours a week. But the beautiful thing is it becomes this incredibly powerful income. So you'll enroll somewhere between 8 and 10 customers a month. You're going to identify 2 builders, and you're going to aim for diamond in about 3 years. Now, the beautiful thing about this is that everyone gets to decide what they want to do. So you might start at the lower end, and as your income goes up, you can work your way up to a higher, more full-time commitment. But the choice is entirely yours. So let's just clarify here the hallmarks of a good compensation plan. doTERRA's compensation plan motivates positive and ethical behavior because it promotes that you help your team, because if your team doesn't succeed, then you don't succeed. So that answer is yes. Does it allow you to reach your dreams and goals no matter the size? Well, I think at $32,000 a month, you can do whatever you need, right? Does it incentivize teamwork? Yes, we looked at how if your team doesn't succeed, then you don't succeed. It rewards those who actually do the work, because you actually have to build out a full team. And if you only try to benefit off of one person's work, then you're not going to. Then building consistent, reliable income, I think we've shown that. And the short-term needs we've talked about with the fast start bonuses. So we can see that doTERRA meets all of these hallmarks of a really good compensation plan. So what are your goals? You just need to think about where you want to end up. How much money would you need to make monthly in order to make this commitment worth it? How much time are you willing to commit every week to making that happen? And for how long are you willing to work consistently in order to make that happen? Like we said, you're looking at gold in somewhere between 2 and 3 years, diamond between 3 and 4, but it creates this powerful residual income. So what are your next steps? Well, the first thing is just decide where you want to start. Figure out what your goals are and pick your level of play. The next thing is make a list, 100 names, just name dump. I don't want you to filter. I don't want you to judge whether or not you think that they would like this. Just pick the first 100 names that come to your mind. We are going to help you prioritize this list later. Then I want you to take that list and your goals and connect with the person who sent you this video sometime in the next 2 days. The sooner, the better, because then you need to schedule your launch training. Essentially, we're going to teach you everything you need to know step by step to launch your business. And we're going to guide you every step of the way. You're not going to be alone. So good luck, even though you're not going to need it, because you're going to get out of this what you put into it. So whatever you want to do, whatever you want to accomplish, just go for it.